If you don't pass stools daily, if you're sitting, straining in the toilet, if you're feeling bloated, if you don't get the sense that you're completely clearing, this video is for you. Let me, as a gastroenterologist, tell you the truth about the colon flushing. What works, what doesn't, and what is dangerous. Please subscribe to this educational channel for more digestive health videos from Bangalore Gastro Center. Let me first break the myth. The colon is dirty. It needs flushing. Colon's job is to be dirty. It is there to handle your stool. You don't need detox teas, chemical cleansers, enema therapies, naturopathy flushes, overnight ghee therapies, all kinds of flushing therapies. Some claim to clear toxins from the colon by these cleansers. If your colon is really full of toxins, I'll tell you, you will end up in intensive care because that's not scientifically possible. All this market hype about selling colon cleansers, gut wash, saying that you're full of toxins, will clear it out, it's a lot of nonsense. Constipation happens because of slow movement through the gut. Stools get harder. Sometimes there is lack of fiber, lack of water, lack of movement. Not because the waste is stuck inside your colon for months and years, because that's not going to be possible. What really causes constipation? Let us look at common reasons. Firstly, low fiber diet. People are eating a lot of refined foods nowadays, very carbohydrate heavy diet, lot of rice, not much of dietary fiber. Secondly, water intake. Many people I see in my practice, they're not even drinking 2 liters. Some of them, I'm shocked to know that they're drinking hardly 1 liter of water in a day. One of the common issues that I see is also ignoring this urge to pass stools repeatedly. Some people are obsessed with only wanting to go and use the toilet at their house. They do not want to use any public toilets. They don't want to use toilets in the office. So they postpone repeatedly that urge to pass motion. This can lead to chronic constipation. Next issue is people are not moving around much. So there is not much activities, sedentary lifestyle. If you are lazy, if you're not very active, the colon becomes lazy too, because movement stimulates the gut motility. Variety of medicines including painkillers, calcium supplements, iron tablets. You might not even be aware of some multivitamins containing iron and calcium that you might be taking causing constipation. You may have an underactive thyroid, which may not have been detected. So there are sometimes simple things to rectify and get it sorted. Other issues like stress, poor sleep pattern, eating at wrong time, eating too late in the night. Unfortunately, it can disturb your gut. Our goal is not flushing the colon, but how can we help soften the stool? How can we activate the movement of the colon so that you get that natural urge to pass motion? You can do the job naturally rather than relying on any medicines or any kind of purgatives, cleansers. I'm going to go through 3 powerful drinks which you can class them as colon flushing, but their job is to make the stool soft, do the job naturally. These drinks are safe. But if you are having severe abdominal pain that is repeatedly happening, if there is blood in the stools, there is unexplained weight loss, new onset of constipation that is getting worse, or if you have inflammatory bowel disease, in this case, you should take medical advice by gastroenterologists rather than experimenting with all these online products and various drinks. So the drink number 1, what I recommend is warm water with lemon. Why it works? It's not a detox. Lemon doesn't cleanse your colon, but what happens is when you take lukewarm water, it can trigger that gastrocolic reflux. So as soon as the water enters the stomach, you get the signal from the brain. It tells the intestine to start moving. So what is the role of the lemon? Lemon is acidic. It stimulates digestion. It is, of course, rich in vitamin C that can give a boost to our overall immune system. It gives flavor to the water, so it can help you improve your hydration. 1 or 2 glasses of lukewarm water, half a lemon squeezed in it in the morning to take works fantastic, especially if you can combine with a specific time of going to the toilet. So you need to have the discipline of using the toilet at a set time in the morning to train your gut. Second super drink is the barley water. Barley water is like a gentle colon conditioner. How does barley help? Barley is rich in soluble fiber. It has got the dissolvable fiber called beta-glucan. What it does is it absorbs the water. It makes the stool soft. It gives that heaviness, that bulk to the stool. So if the stool is bulky and heavy, it's easier for the intestine to push. So it encourages the movement of the colon. And also the soluble fiber is good for our gut's good bacteria. It's like giving food for the good bacteria in the gut. So any irritation, inflammation, it can be helped by feeding encouraging the gut bacteria to improve. So this is exactly what we want in people who are struggling with constipation. Barley water, of course, can also kind of stimulate that gastrocolic reflux. So as soon as you have 1 or 2 glasses of barley water in the morning, it can start stimulating the colon. Barley water is alkaline. It is soothing. It's a fantastic choice of drink for pregnant women too, especially to reduce the bloating and irritation that is associated with constipation. So put 1 large tablespoonful of barley and about 4 glasses of water, boil for about 20 minutes to half an hour, leave it to cool. 1 glass of lukewarm barley water in the morning, fantastic. If you want, you can add a pinch of lemon, that is entirely optional. The last one is isabgul husk or isabgul, what people know it as. It's a soluble fiber, so it absorbs water, increases the bulk, the heaviness in the stool. It gently stimulates the movement of the stool through the colon. So how does it work? It's soluble fiber. It forms like a gel-like substance, so it makes the stool soft. If the stool is soft, it's easier for the intestine to push. So because of fiber content, this also helps the gut's good bacteria. So 1 or 2 spoonfuls of isabgul husk, the isabgul, you can put in a large glass of water in the night. You can take it about an hour before you go to bed. This can prepare your colon in the night to be able to pass motion freely in the morning. Remember, if you just increase fiber and do not support with water, you will start to get a lot of bloating, gas, abdominal pain, you will feel awful. So you need to parallelly increase the water intake as well, because without water, fiber can be your enemy. This, of course, should be combined with a toilet timing rule. So you have a set time. You start to program your brain. You start to program your gut in the morning. So you train your colon just like how you train your muscles. People who are using Western commodes sometimes feel that they're not getting the right pressure. So for those people, use a footstool under the feet. So it behaves like an old Indian squatting type of toilet. So it improves that anorectal angles. It's much easier for the stool to pass and reduces that unwanted strain, unwanted pressure, which can sometimes cause long-term problems like piles, fissure. The truth is, there is no magic flush for the colon. Constipation improves with fiber, water, physical activity, and timing, how you train your colon. These 3 drinks, what I mentioned here, can definitely support your colon. This is something that is natural, you can use. If you have found this video helpful, please share it with others. And remember that your gut doesn't require detoxes. It requires basic things along with the toilet discipline. Thank you.